Hey, I'm Ricc Rollins, and welcome to the very first Goin Places. And have we got a trip planned for you?
This is Goin Places with Ricc Rollins.
Welcome to the first Goin Places. And boy, did we go somewhere today. We have a first of a three-part interview with the mayor of Tampa. But before we get to the mayor, Charles Belay talks about this new city that's Goin Places, and then we'll show you how to have a perfect 4th of July with Kathy Times and Jeffrey Huggins. This is Goin Places.
Earth, home to almost 8 billion people. And Florida, home to more than 20 million. What started as a quiet, serene subtropical peninsula has now turned into a booming metropolis where the world comes to live, work, and play. But popularity breeds problems. Tampa and its surrounding cities are bursting at the seams. Urban sprawl is rampant. It's said that necessity is the mother of invention. It's the time brave visionaries enter with brave new solutions. Fortunately for Tampa, brave new visionaries have already stepped forward. The new vision is growing out of the dirt before our very eyes. Welcome to Water Street, Tampa. Water Street is a city within a city. It's the brainchild of Strategic Property Partners, a venture between Microsoft founder Bill Gates' Cascade Investment and Tampa Bay Lightning owner Jeff Vinik. A massive urban development project with more than 9 million square feet of commercial, residential, hospitality, educational, entertainment, cultural, and retail space that will be built over 10 years. And the streetscape template is inspired by some of the most famous destinations in the world.
This is completely unique to Tampa, but also on par with any major gateway city in the world. We've modeled our main spine of the project after some of the grand pedestrian avenues of Europe, like Las Ramblas or Champs-Élysées in Paris.
You can see that in this video from more than 20 stories up. 45-foot wide sidewalks with hand-picked mature live oaks and bald cypress trees that already form a canopy. Completely integrated technology runs like arteries through the entire project, able to be modified and updated as Wi-Fi advances from 5G to whatever lies ahead. Some of the towers are already built and occupied, forming concrete canyons.
So go big or go home.
Go big or go home.
Is that the way you guys were thinking when you designed this?
We were trying to make this the most world-class project we can, and every detail, every element was programmed to the nth degree.
That attention to detail is evident everywhere, from the luxurious new JW Marriott Hotel to the stunning new residential properties. This is Heron, a twin-tower masterpiece designed by award-winning architectural firm Kohn Pedersen Fox. The views from the rental units and the rooftop pool are remarkable, and the developers say the demand is record-setting.
We began leasing at the end of the year, the waning days of December, and we are currently 70% leased on our first building.
Calling this an ambitious or impressive project would be a gross understatement. We're talking about a $3 billion development underwritten by Bill Gates himself. Check it out. From the architectural significance of Heron to the USF Health Morsani College of Medicine, and of course, the density, something Tampa hasn't seen before.
Well, it is significant because, as you stated, it's transformational for our city.
Tampa Mayor Jane Castor says Water Street has been a game changer because of what the developers saw in the Big Guava.
So you came to Tampa because of everything that we have to offer, and they all sort of laughed and said, no, this is the best kept secret.
What's not a secret is this: Addition. It will be Tampa's first five-star hotel and the tallest structure in Phase 1. Its development speaks volumes.
This is the culmination of a lot of hard work and proof that Tampa is on the map, and the addition is very proof positive that Tampa has arrived.
So if all of this excitement is making your heart race, just wait. You ain't seen nothing yet. In Tampa, I'm Charles Belay, Going Places. Why don't you come along?
I lost both my grandfathers when I was very young, but I still have both my grandmothers around. Still getting to see them and still getting to work with them, you know, that's something that I realize they need people that can help them, because one, insurance is confusing, there's nothing fun about it, but there are legitimately tons of ways that you can get help through a lot of these different types of programs. You know, there's different plans, different companies, you know, and as you get older, you're gonna realize that your healthcare and your needs are gonna change, and you're gonna need different things. If it's dental, you know, like if you're gonna have surgeries or you're getting tons of tests done, there's so many different ways that you can help yourself, and there's so many different programs. Like, you know, if you're having trouble paying for prescriptions, like that's something you can get help with. If you need help applying for like Medicaid or things to get, you know, more affordable health care depending on what your income is, there's so many different ways that you can help yourself, and that's where I come in. I'm not what you would call a captive agent, so I don't work with just one company. I'm a broker, so I try to work with as many different companies and as many different types of plans that I can. You know, we do the Advantage plans, we do the supplement plans and the prescription drug plans, so I'm not so much concerned about the company. I want to make sure that your needs are met.
Reach out to DZB Medicare Solutions today. Call or text 813-521-4466. That's 813-521-4466.
It is time for the 4th of July, and what's the 4th of July without a nice picnic? I've got the perfect picnic behind me, and I'm Kathy Times. We're going places with Ricc Rollins. Today joining me, Skylar and Shelby. Thanks for being here, ladies.
Yeah, of course. We're excited. We're really excited.
I'm excited to show and tell you about this fabulous setup here. The name of your company is Picnic Social.
Yep.
How did you come up with this great idea?
We actually were just like wanting something to do. We've been best friends since high school, went to college together. We were kind of not spending so much time together, so we just really wanted to start something up. We saw a company in California start up, and we were like, we could definitely do this. We haven't seen it anywhere in Tampa, and with the COVID going on, we were like, people want to be outdoors, they want to spend time with their family, they're not going to restaurants anymore, so we wanted to do something where we could kind of be on the beach, be in your backyard, be in a park, and just like enjoy some time with your family.
Yes, we know the perfect place is, of course, outside, but today we're inside the yard at West Shore Plaza because we were a little concerned about the weather, but usually it's very nice. So in a minute, I'm going to show you a very non-traditional setup, but these ladies can do it all. Tell me about some of your most favorite events.
Yeah, so some of our favorite events have been rehearsal dinners. We've done them for baby showers. We've also done some wedding elopements. And also a ton of proposals. So those are always our all-time favorites.
Ooh, I would love to hear more about the wedding elopements, but tell me about some of your unique requests that you've received.
So we've gotten a couple unique requests. One was actually a massage on the beach during one of our picnic setups. So that was a fun one. And then other than that, a lot of them are just like your usual adding on bar carts, photographers, that kind of stuff. But the massage was definitely a unique one.
Okay, so no touching here. They do the great food, the setup, the decor. I understand that you are a graphic designer and you are an event planner, so these are professionals. Tell us about some of the do's and don'ts when it comes to planning a perfect picnic.
Yeah, we definitely love charcuterie. That's like all the rage right now. little finger foods, something that people can like pick off of at the beach. We also love doing fruit infused water, and that's really big right now too, and super easy, just like raspberries, blueberries. We do mint, rosemary. Just pick it up at your local grocery store and just throw it in some water. And so that's been really nice. And then really just the umbrella also. With the Florida heat, definitely umbrella.
What's the best time of the day?
Oh, yeah. So we've definitely found a good time to do picnics. Usually the early morning, so like at 9 or 10 o'clock, and that's perfect for a brunch picnic. And then another great time for us, especially right now with the sun setting later, is like around 7:30, and that's when the starting to cool down a bit. You still get the sunset. It's a perfect time in the evening.
Well, tell us about the theme. How do you pick a theme for a great picnic?
Yeah, so we work with our clients, so we see what they want, what color scheme they want to go with. They want more coastal or tropical, more boho. So we love really doing like all different kind of themes. It's really fun to like work with the client and see what kind of color scheme they want.
And for more information about the budget, they are affordable. I mean, they do work for a living, but it really is surprisingly affordable. How do people get in contact with you?
So they can go to our website. It's at thepicnicsocial.com. We also have a Facebook page, The Picnic Social, and then an Instagram, which is The Picnic Social as well. Our phone number is on there. You can send us an inquiry on our website, and then you can also message us on any of our social medias.
And you work outside of Tampa as well, I understand.
Yes, we do. So we'll actually go to Pinellas County, and then we also do the Sarasota-Bradenton area as well.
I love it. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, if you do not feel like preparing that fancy picnic, Skylar and Shelby can make sure that it is memorable. I can't wait to experience one myself. Now, to find Shelby and Skylar, just go to our website, goingplacesfl.com. Again, that's goingplacesfl.com. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Kathy. Boy, I'll tell you what, that was beautiful. And I am looking forward to the 4th of July where we have barbecues and all that good food. And speaking of food, we have Terry with us today from Terry & Company Catering. Terry, what are we going to cook today? Oh, let me do this first. You have injured yourself at one point. You've had some surgery. So I get to be your sous chef today, right?
Yes, you will be. And I will show you exactly what I would do if I didn't have this on my arm.
Awesome. That's perfect. Well, sounds good. So what are we going to do today? What are we? Tell me about it.
Well, we're going to start with our, like an appetizer while everybody's waiting to eat.
Okay.
It's going to be a strawberry salsa.
Awesome. That sounds great.
Then we're going to our summer salad. I call it my Star-Spangled Summer Salad.
Oh, that's awesome.
And for our vegetarians, we have a portobello Swiss mushroom burger. And to top it all off, because you can't have a dinner without dessert.
That's right.
Have our Star-Spangled Banner layered salad, and we have a bangin' spritzer.
And all of these things in red, white, and blue mostly.
Yes.
So that'll be fun. So we start out with our appetizer, we go to a salad, then we have our entree, we have a choice of those, and we go right into dessert.
Yes.
That's fantastic. Let's get started.
Okay, first thing you have to do, after washing your hands,
Right.
we need to put on our gloves.
Get our gloves. All right, we'll get those. And for the sake of time, we have gone straight to the strawberry salsa, so we don't have to show me chopping all these wonderful things. But tell me what's in there, Terry.
In there you have the jalapeno peppers.
Right.
You have red onions that you can buy already chopped. You have cilantro that you can also buy already pre-chopped.
Yeah, cilantro and anything tastes good.
Yes, and I drizzle mine with a little honey just to give it an extra flavor.
Wow.
And if that's not sweet enough for you, you can always add a little dash of sugar.
Wow, that's fantastic. And look at it, and it looks beautiful as well.
And being
it
in
smells,
the season of...
Oh my gosh, it smells good.
For the season of the holiday, we have our red, white, and blue chips.
Red, white, and blue chips that you can dip in the salsa. So at that point, right, we have our chip, we can place it in the salsa, and you can really, oops, look at that. You can get it covered, and then you can enjoy it. And I would normally enjoy it. However, jalapenos are not good for me. So, but that's fantastic. Here we go. I'll do this. Oh my God, it really is good. That's fantastic. Okay. Here, I'll eat that. Okay. Well, what's next, Terry?
Next, we're going to work on our patriotic summer salad. So what we'll use is we need our chopped watermelon.
Fantastic.
Toss it in a bowl.
Okay. A good toss, right?
I use a pint of blueberries.
Pint of blueberries. Oh, and those are beautiful too. Those are nice big blueberries.
The bigger, the juicier.
Ah, nice.
And to give it that red, white, and blue appeal, we have our apples.
Ah, and we have our unpeeled apples because it has the red in there, right?
Well,
Nice.
The one thing that you can do with apples to make sure they don't brown, because a lot of the time they brown fast, is to splash it with lemon juice.
See, it's those little tips that I think are so helpful. Viewers will enjoy that.
Splash of a little bit of sugar.
A little bit of sugar. Gotcha.
But we don't have that.
Okay. Usually you'll sprinkle that in there, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then we mix it up?
Yes, but
we
to
drizzle.
make it, we're going to drizzle it with our lemon poppy seed. It gives it that extra boost, and it's natural. So
That's fantastic.
just drizzle a little bit and toss it around.
Now, as a drizzle, I just take it and I kind of go back and forth. Is that just a little bit of drizzle, like that?
A little bit more drizzle.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Ah, see.
You're going to toss that around.
Okay, very good. And then,
and
can I do that with my hands?
Oh yeah, that's the best tosser.
That's fun. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah.
Some people don't like to use the lemon poppy seed. You can also use just sugars, or you can use the natural sugars of the fruits itself.
I like that. So is there, and I'm doing this the correct way, right? The fingers in and,
yes.
Okay, very good.
You got to get down in it.
Yeah, we're mixing it up. So the drizzle is now mixed.
Yes.
Very good, okay.
And voila.
And then it looks like, oh my gosh, look at that, that's fantastic. And of course that'll have some drizzle on there, it looks wonderful. That's fantastic, thank you, Terry.
And that is our patriotic summer salad.
Okay, so Terry, we've got that set. What's next?
Next we're going to work on our portobello and Swiss burger. And I have all your ingredients right there.
Fantastic. You tell me what to do and I will be the mixer sous chef.
We need to put in the olive oil.
Perfect.
It's 1/3 cup of olive oil.
Okay, so this looks like a 1/3 cup right there.
Both of those actually.
Oh, so I get to mix them both. Awesome.
You have your soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce.
Okay, put those aside. Soy sauce, I get that right.
1 tablespoon of lemon juice.
Lemon juice, gotcha. Oh.
What I usually do is just squirt, and it's the same thing.
It's a little squirt, I can do that.
Little squirt will do you.
Ready?
Whoa.
Look at that, I messed it all up.
That's
that a teaspoon?
Fine. That's fine.
So just remember, that's a teaspoon. I don't know if you want one of those full teaspoons.
We have 2
very good.
cloves of the mixed garlic.
Very good. Cloves of garlic, already minced.
Yes.
So we put that in.
1/4 teaspoon of each of oregano, paprika, salt, and pepper.
Aha, okay. So the first one you said was oregano?
Yes.
Let me see if I can guess. Oregano? Mm-hmm. Yeah, look at me. Okay. Whoa! And you don't put the plastic in with it because it just doesn't taste as good.
It doesn't give it that extra taste.
Thank you, absolutely. And then you said pepper?
Paprika.
Paprika. Look at that right there. I know what paprika looks like. Very nice. We put that in. That red stuff, yeah.
The pepper.
Pepper next.
And salt.
And we dump that in. That's a pinch. Is that what we call that? And then this is a dollop. No, that would be something completely different. Thank you.
And you just take all that and whisk it together.
You whisk it. So this is a whisk?
Yes.
And is there a special way I whisk?
As long as you don't get it all over.
Preparing the portobello mushroom, you got to take off the stem, right?
Yes,
that's
take off
important.
the stem.
And then it looks like this. Okay, and then so what we're going to do is we're going to show you at this point what it looks like once we've put it in the marinade, right?
And once you put it in the marinade, you have to brush both sides.
The final product is going to look like this. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that. Terry, that's fantastic.
And that is a portobello and Swiss mushroom burger.
Fantastic. And there was a little secret with the melting the cheese. This cheese is pretty thin, so it just kind of melts right away.
The last few minutes of cooking, because you only cook it like 1 to 2 minutes on each side, you put the cheese on then.
I gotcha. And there you go. And that's the secret. Well, Terry, that was absolutely delicious.
Thank you.
So if they want information on any of the other recipes that we didn't get to today, they're on the website. Check the bottom of the screen, and we'll be in good shape there.
And our final destination today, we talk to the first citizen of the city, my friend Mayor Jane Castor. We're going places. Don't you want to come along?
Over 95% of people are more likely to interact with a video ad compared to a text ad. Right now, JCD Creative and Advertising has a fantastic deal for your business to get in front of that 95% of people. Right now, get a free professionally shot and edited video for your business with the purchase of an advertising package. This is over $5,000 savings for your business, but you gotta act fast because there's limited time and availability for this deal. Email contact@jcdcreative.net to reserve your business's spot for this fantastic deal. We look forward to working with your business and helping you stand out above the rest as we take a creative approach to advertising at JCD Creative and Advertising.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
When I made a short list of who I wanted to talk to on the first show, Jane Castor was at the top of that list. Not only is she Tampa's mayor, but she's a trailblazer. She's a visionary. She's a leader. But more importantly, she's my friend. Recently, I had the opportunity to sit with Jane in the square at Gaslight Park and talk about the city.
You've been in office a little over 2 years now.
Yes.
Do you know the number of days?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I'm not a numbers person.
Okay. So, when you made the decision to do this, who was the first person you told?
Oh my gosh, I'd have to say my partner, Anna, and it really was a collaborative decision. I didn't make it in a vacuum. I talked to a number of people, actually Pam Iorio, Bob Buckhorn.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we're advisors, just sort of running it through them, and so they sort of pushed me to run for mayor, and then of course my partner was a huge supporter.
So you're a trailblazer. First female police chief, first openly gay mayor for Tampa anyway, because there's been 8 predecessors in other cities around the country, around the state actually. What's that like when you're the first?
Well, you know, I don't look at it as being a trailblazer, because there's so many women who have really gone before and sort of done the hard work. So I don't look at it that way, but I'll sort of put it in this context. When Mayor Pam Iorio announced me as the chief of police, I said at that time, at the end of my tenure, I wanted to be remembered as a good chief, not as the first woman.
I like that, yeah.
With that said, the responsibility of being first was not lost on me. If a man failed in that position, they would say, such and such couldn't do the job. If I failed, they'd say, I told you a woman couldn't do it. So I took that responsibility very seriously.
So with you being a trailblazer, even though you don't like the term, but to me you are, because you know you are one of my
sheroes. It's not that I don't like it, I
Okay.
just feel there were so many people that did so much more, did the heavy lifting.
So, as the trailblazer,
that's good.
Did you think about all the little girls that would come behind you?
Yes, without a doubt, without a doubt. We just had a presentation the other day. Robinson girls flag football team won the state championship, as did Newsom High School. We are just a city of champions.
Champions, yes, we are.
And so a young girl, 2nd grade, had written me a handwritten note about how we needed to have more football teams for women, and then included a number of other athletics. And so I invited her down, so she came down with her family to see the Robinson High School team be congratulated and be given a proclamation. And then they gave her one of their state medals.
Oh, that's
so
wonderful.
Think about that. So the impression, and that's one of the things I shared with the young women, is to always remember that you are that example for those coming up behind you. And so that's just an example of sort of the way that I conduct myself. I always tell the story of being at a breakfast, And this woman came up to me and she said, you know, I know you're busy, I just want to tell you this story. My daughter saw you on TV this morning on the news, and she said, Mom, is that the chief of police? And she said, yes, it is. And she goes, wow, I can be anything I want to be.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, people are watching, and especially young people.
Well, yeah, that's, I think that for any of us, when you are the first to do, there are still those who come before you who help prepare, because oftentimes, Oprah tells a story of what it was like to see the Supremes or see Sidney Poitier on television. Somebody sees you now taking the city in a new direction. Who helped you make those kind of decisions or aspire to those goals?
Well, I tell you, I've had so many mentors that really we could be here all day long if I talked about the people that have helped me, you know, from high school all the way up. I mean, from my parents. My parents, there are 5 kids in my family, and their philosophy was, you can do whatever you want to do, you just have to do it 100%. You have to give it your all. And so I had that support from a very young age to, you know, to aspire to those goals and know that you had to work hard in order to achieve your goals. But I've had mentors at the police department. The majority of those were male, but you know, Bob Buckhorn, Pam Iorio, Dick Greco, just, I could name 1,000 people that have helped me in so many different ways, really end in the place that I'm at.
So you've landed in this place. First day in office, what was that like for you? Did you go in the office and close the door and scream?
No, I didn't. But I tell you, by being the chief of police for 6 years, I don't know that I could have had better preparation. Because I had been the assistant chief for 5 years, and one of my best friends and one of the best, if not the best mentor I ever had was Chief Steve Hogue. So he prepared me for that position, and I was like, you know, I am ready. There is nothing that I don't know about this until I sat in that seat. And until you sit in that seat and all of that responsibility is weighing on your shoulders, you have no idea the magnitude of that. And so I was prepared. I knew that, you know, going in that this responsibility was immense and that it was on my shoulders. And so I feel that I was prepared for that.
Let's talk about those shoulders for a second. Your shoulders have to be strong shoulders. Whose shoulders, you talked about some of your mentors, but going throughout your life, whose shoulders did you stand on to get you to the point that said, yes, mom and dad, but were there other people that's helped shape this Jane Castor that we now know?
You know, there were, again, so many people. I could even go all the way back to my high school Spanish teacher, Olga Barnes.
At Chamberlain High School?
Chamberlain High School.
I know Olga Barnes.
Okay, well, do not say that you were her favorite, because I
didn't
was
go
her
there,
favorite.
but I was her favorite person.
See, and that's the kind of person that she honestly made everyone feel that they were her favorite. And the life lessons, I must say that the Spanish didn't stick as much as she had hoped it would. But the life lessons that she taught, you know, about responsibility, about collaboration, just honesty and being who you are and being comfortable in that. You know, I just can't underscore the influence that she had on those most difficult years in high school. So that's one example, again, that I could go through the entire day and talk about. There are those people that you will remember your entire life. And then you always, for me personally, I always said that I would ensure that I helped other young people as, you know, I was helped.
Join us next week for part 2 of our conversation with the mayor. We're going places. Don't you want to come along?